Giant sharks are scary? Hold my life raft!
Today we travel to the Solomon Islands, specifically a serene freshwater lake.
This is home to the Abaia, a massive mythical eel that controls all rain.
The local people rely on the lake entirely for their livelihood and their drinking. As long as they respect the waters, the Abaia remains dormant, nothing to fear.
But one fisherman got greedy, netting more fish than he needed.
The lake instantly changed. The clear water turned an angry, swirling black. A massive, unseen body shifted below, causing the water to boil and froth.
Abaia's giant, horrifying head broke the surface with a deafening, wet crack. Because apparently, being a giant eel is not enough. It needs to control hurricanes. The vengeful creature created a massive whirlpool, sucking everything under.
It's a powerful myth that warns against all selfishness and abuse of nature.
As always, the lesson is clear. Don't annoy the enormous water serpent. But what exactly is the Abaia? The myth describes a gargantuan serpentine eel.
It is so immense that its head lives on one side of the lake, its tail on the other.
Sailors often travel across the lake, ignoring the old warnings entirely. They read, the myth is for the uneducated. A silly children's story.
But as they scoff, the water below them suddenly becomes very dark.
The Abaia acts by creating a localized, instantaneous, and terrifying tempest. The sailors scream as lightning and hail immediately engulf their small ship. Climax! Nothing says consequences like being swallowed whole by a giant eel.
Then, as suddenly as it began, the storm stops and the waters are calm again.
Abaia is not a beast. It is a temperamental, powerful lake god.
Always remember to follow the rules of the lake, or you will pay the price. Don't forget to hit subscribe, or you might get a visit tonight.
The Abaia myth is fundamentally about conservation and moral justice. Remember,
It's a specific punishment for anyone who defiles the purity of the lake. So naturally, some modern genius tried to dump toxic mining sludge in the lake. The poisonous water pooled and settled, a slow, unnatural, bubbling mess. The miner smiled, congratulating himself on his brilliant, toxic plan. But deep in the sludge, a single gigantic eye opened, glowing blood red. The toxic sludge violently erupted, spraying a geyser of foul, green water.
then the giant eel rose, wrapping its massive coils around the mining equipment.
Climax! The Abaia instantly purifies the water by spraying it at the greedy miner.
The miner is ruined, the sludge is gone, and the Abaia disappears back into the depths.
It's a clear message. The pollution of the environment is a personal insult to the god.
The Abaia myth is less about fear and more about maintaining the ecological balance.
As if that wasn't bad enough, the Abaia now needs a comically small sponge.
Because apparently, people refuse to learn, the Abaia is now a target for cryptozoology.
They mistake this powerful deity for a simple, giant, undocumented lake monster.
A ridiculously underfunded documentary crew arrives, looking for that sweet, sweet footage. They set up their noisy, cheap, scientific equipment too close to the water.
The main guy mocks the local guide for warning him about the sacred water.
The cheap sonar equipment starts to glitch, showing an impossible, massive spike.
Below the surface, the Abaia begins its song. A terrifying sonic boom. The Abaia's colossal shadow covers the entire boat, blocking out the sun.
The equipment is ruined, the crew is traumatized, but the lake is safe again.
The Abaia is not a cryptid to be catalogued, but a force to be respected.
It teaches us that not everything is meant to be documented or monetized.
Nothing says, "I told you so," like a giant eel in noise-canceling headphones.
If you like this so far, please smash that like button.
The Abaia story is also told across other regions, with slight cultural differences.
For instance, in Fiji, they talk of the Dakuwaka, a shark god.
But the core lesson remains: respect nature, or face the watery god's fury.
Because when you go against nature's will, the result is always a catastrophe. The Abaia remains a testament to nature's ultimate scary power and might.
So, the next time you go fishing, or go sailing, or decide to dump sludge,
And as always, thanks for watching. And remember to be nice to the scary eel.
if you want more strange stories from around the globe, check out these videos.
But be careful. These myths contain giant creatures that hate being disturbed.
Don't miss a single scary myth. Hit that subscribe button right now.
The Abaia is waiting, and it knows where you live. Just kidding. Probably.